Hello. It is Saturday, February 27th. I put too many twos there. Anyway. Yeah, if you look at the date, it's Saturday, February 27th, 2021. And this is the Yormish Full Body Workout, and it is cycle 6, um, part 1, iteration 4. Okay. And here's a public service announcement. Please do not waste your time watching this video unless you have a very specific reason to watch this video. And yeah, it just says two, but I added in a few words on top of the public service announcement. A little bit of stretching, and then off to it. How might I stretch and talk with you? 48 minutes and done. That's including a little bit extra, a little bit on the Gazelle running machine, and a little bit the dynamic stretches in the beginning. 7 exercises my dad likes. That was the stretch out for the beginning. Now it's a little bit of static stretches. In fact, I'm gonna pull this back a little bit. There we go. Really just kind of sit here and have a few good words with you. Oh, man. It's like sometimes you like certain things, but you don't have an easy description for them. Reading the addendum to this book, Black Swan, and the addendum, it's almost like, it seems like it's 50% the size of the book. Not half of the book, but like the whole book's 100%. Then you have, so maybe it's 25% of the total volume of the package of the book. Anyway, so reading that, and it's just hard to describe how I like it so much. And that book, Super Thinking, really like that. Excited to read some book called 21 Tips or something like that. 21 Add-ons to Sleep or something. Something to do with sleep skills. Also been reading my lucid dream stuff. Got a buddy that's gonna go. That seems, I don't know. I'm confused about his goals, but I don't need to know him. But he is fixated on lucid dreams, and I think I'm playing part of that journey with him. Got another buddy that's doing good with day trading. Oh boy. What does this do? This is a cap for something. Something I don't know of. I got all sorts of silliness in here I gotta go through. Got those push-up bars around here somewhere. Gotta find those. That might be a morning thing I do. Do a Wim Hof type breathing situation in the morning. Thinking about using breathing exercises as a gateway drug towards meditation. So let's say I do some sort of morning get up thing. Maybe I have a few choice phrases to say out loud or say in my head in the morning, which another friend of mine swears by. So, and he seems pretty much on top of his game as far as like what that's given him. So it's worth trying. Doesn't take much more than 20 seconds. So it's worth the risk. It might be a total placebo, but anyway, so start out the day with those phrases. Then do some push-ups, do a set of push-ups, count how many push-ups I can do in one set. Kind of freshly woken up, then do Wim Hof method. 3 cycles, end of the 3rd cycle. Basically, at the end of the 3rd cycle, I am going to do another set of push-ups and write that down. And just, I already know the place on Infinite Notebook where I'm going to write everything down. Not stretching very hard, just kind of letting gravity do a little bit of a number on me. Oh, goodness. It's good, though. I'm going to welcome a cold shower after this. Just a quick few seconds in there. Then That would be my morning thing, but use the Wim Hof thing after the push-ups to just go into meditation. I think it'll be an easy transition to go from breathing exercises via the Wim Hof method right into meditation. That'll probably be a good thing. Who knows, then maybe a quick cold shower there. So, a couple things are going on here. I've made that transition to using the fine art of being quiet, which is the nicer way of saying it, into my workout. And it's certainly gotten faster. So that's good. I've also done a couple other things. I've done really short set breaks, and if the transition between two exercises is too much of a transition, like today with the overhead press or military press, just doing 3 sets of those with slight pauses in between 3 sets of 3, and then doing the push-ups right afterwards instead of going back up, stand up military press, down on the ground push-ups. Just not doing that in the interest of time. Seems like I get a little bit lazy on those transitions, start breathing a little bit too much, and now I can do it a little bit quicker in the workout, and also building up that skill towards short sets and short breaks in between sets. And it almost feels like a mid-set break in certain situations. And I guess, chemically it's almost identical to that. Mentally it's a little differently. It's a different frame of mind. But it was kind of nice doing those 3 sets of push-ups back to back. Wasn't a lot of push-ups, but just, getting in that habit, and then having that nice back stretch. That was a new thing that just kind of randomly occurred to me. That kind of, it wasn't a cat stretch, it wasn't a cow stretch, it was some sort of stretch, just easing back. That was kind of nice. Believe it or not, this is feeling like a good stretch on my lower back just right now. Lower back is had a little bit of tweakiness, and the left shoulder a little bit of tweakiness. That's why I'm very glad that this full body workout just doesn't really push a lot of weight. So that's good. I think my watch just told me my heart rate's going down because it's the end of the workout. I'll go ahead and tell it, yes, it is the end of the workout. All right, so we're gonna see if I can stop it. And we stopped it. Total time 53 minutes. Anyway, so that's the workout there. Feeling good about that one. Feeling good about a lot of things. This feels like a good stretch. Feeling good about the books I have yet to read, organizing some of the books. I got a whole bunch of stuff that's fun and interesting to read. Talked to Jada. I guess she's back in town. And I think she suspects that I might have been hitting on her or something like that. Honestly, I am not. And the weird thing is I didn't even think that she would think that. And then giving her that phone call one time, I got the kind of thing I'm just illustrating a brush off for you. And it was gentle, and it didn't feel like anything because she wasn't even a prospect. I mean, not that she's not a wonderful person, but it's taken me a little bit longer with most women to even consider them prospects. And usually there is this wonderful value. I consider the most attractive thing about a woman is her genuine and straightforward interest in me. So if I don't see or think I see something like that, I might just not even consider them a prospect in anything towards that. But really, shouldn't even be talking about any of that now. I think the best way to look at my love life is the less said about it, the better. And I think I'll just stick with that. The less said about my love life, the better. Anyhow, the cool thing about her is she recommended a new set of books, and I was able to get a hold of those, and that should be fun. I don't really consider some of the stuff that she considers young adult fiction, as far as young adult or YA fiction as she calls it, but that's okay. Agree to disagree and all that. I'm not going to bring a point of contention over it, but I guess her way, I can see her perspective, and it definitely makes sense, especially from a commercial standpoint. And part of me thinks that she might actually write, which would be really cool. Might be trying to make new friends. It would be nice to have a few friends that I can actually spend time with out and about that are of the female persuasion. That would be kind of cool. Not because of the intimacy or love life prospect or anything like that, but, well, partially. I mean, I think it's, if I do see a woman out and about and I am interested in her, to be able to walk up to her with, not just a group of dudes or just me by myself. It's kind of nice to be able to walk up to her and have, a woman next to me. And then I can introduce myself and say hello and include her in whatever conversation and see if she's cool or not. So I like that idea as far as trying to be the gentlest man I could be, and having friends with a woman to help me approach women that I might actually eventually consider prospects for some sort of stronger and more intimate relationships in my life. Hey, that sounds like a good way to be. But of course, the numbers are against a man like me. So, are the numbers really that bad? Maybe, maybe not. Been doing the Bumble thing since the 23rd of January, so it's over a month. And I've had one interaction with a woman, and it was a great interaction. Too bad, short version, she flaked at the end of the conversation. Got a text later basically saying, no thank you in a very gentle way. And in the way that we have similar paths, I kind of wished her all luck on her endeavors as well. And I think what that is one of those situations where she liked what I was all about, but maybe she looked at my picture and she's like, maybe I could deal with this guy. And then like the physicality just, you know what? I can't get over it. I just can't see myself being attracted to that. And that's fair. That's part of the human condition. And at least I'm aware of it, So can't falter for that being that. And there are definitely some women out there that are probably wonderful people that I would just purely based upon, what I am attracted to. I just can't see myself, desiring any sort of physical interaction at all. And it's weird. It's like, I have no business having any standards at all, but I do, Hey, that's strange. And the real question is, and it's a sad thing, it's like, would I rather be alone? Well, it first goes back to this question. It's a premise of different things. Would I rather be true to myself and not get what I want versus, lie to myself and lie to the world and get what I want and be somebody that's not me? So it's not like I'm actually achieving or getting anything that I want. And what I want is, simply put, a win-win situation with a woman that is genuinely attracted to me and I am genuinely attracted to her. And like I said, the way I look is part of the numbers game against that. It's just, especially with this, it's kind of hard to find. I think an ex-girlfriend put it to me real well when she saw the big beard. She was like, so you've given up on dating, I guess. And she was honest enough with me to be like, yeah, most women like a clean-shaven man with nice short hair and, a man that looks like the stereotypical male. Okay. Hopefully I'll be in better shape sometime in the next year or two. But beyond that, you know, and a big part of that is just for me. I think I have an idea of what healthy looks like, and I'm not quite there. And definitely with the performance on my strength and stuff, I'm definitely not there. But there are things I'm working on. So, and hopefully my physical body will be a reflection of my health. You know, when I turn that up, I'm feeling healthy, but the absence of disease and decay is not necessarily the best marker for health. I think health is a proactive towards things like capability, and I want to increase my capabilities in so many ways, at least body-wise and mind-wise, and maybe even soul-wise, if I can make any sense out of that concept. So yeah, talking about this is still a good stretch. I think I'm gonna just kind of, there we go, get into something different. What else in my life? Ideas, concepts, stuff that we would probably talk about. Yeah, so I guess going back to the whole Bumble thing. Bumble, whew. Yeah. I am going to go on some other websites. Checked out a little bit of one that is probably accursed to me, but it's free, so I already started that path. Not going to get into the reporting on that now because there's things I just can't make sense of, but here's what I think on the Bumble thing. Honestly, what I've heard about dating sites is there's a lot of fake female profiles. So, especially I notice a lot of things on a lot of the pictures. The pictures are reversed. And it's not like they're taking a picture of themselves in the mirror. No, it's a picture outside, but for some reason they're holding a beer and the label's reversed, or the something on their shirt's reversed, or something on their car is reversed. And that just makes me think there's somebody out there just pulling those pictures from Facebook or whatever, and Instagram or whatever. They're pulling it off of that and then making fake profiles out of it. And that is to just keep people on board. About the only thing that would make me actually spend money on Bumble or anything like that is actually meeting a few women and then like, hey, I want to increase this to meet, you know, instead of one woman a week, I want to see if paying, you know, $10 is going to get me to meet, you know, 3 women a week or something like that. Because like I said, I think I have to go through a lot of no's before I get someone that's, yeah, I think it's going to be a needle in a haystack type situation. Ugh. Though, even 1% is hope, and I think it might be 0.001%. So, at that point, it's like I had 10,000, you know, situations. But just the point to get to like a face-to-face walk and talk type situation would be ideal. That would be nice to be able to get one of those, and that hasn't happened even once yet. So, but like I said, I do believe. Wait. Tension breaker. Oh, I'm gonna scoot back from that. I know that's gonna be. Well, it doesn't really matter. Yeah. When you're all alone, you can just let them rip loud. I guess that's a good thing. Post-workout farts. This is the second time this has happened this week. Anyhow, so yeah, doing that. Not just farting, but if I'm ever, if any prospective women that might have been even mildly attracted to me saw this video, they'd be like, yeah, that guy likes his farts too much. Whatever. See, that's what I'm looking for. A girl that would actually laugh at that. Do I want to show that to her? Fuck no. But eventually just be like, yeah, do you ever laugh at your own farts? You know, that kind of thing. Because that was a funny one. Ugh. Well, let's go this way again. I don't think I really got this one too well. There we go. Anyhow, so yeah, I think, short version, I think there's a lot of fake profiles on Bumble. And because a lot of those profiles, a lot of them just don't have anything written. That's the simple version. Steal some pictures and put it up and fill it out. You can just knock out a whole bunch of fake profiles every 20 minutes or whatever. And then when you're writing something, you copy and paste. Like the amount of times I've seen, like, I quote too much from The Office. You know, it's like, really? Not really? It's that common? No, it's a copy and paste job. That's my suspicion. So, the way I'm looking at what I'm doing is I try to spend, even though today I didn't spend my 5 minutes a day on it, but I would like to spend about 5 minutes a day and at least have that possibility out there. At least know I'm doing a little bit towards a possible goal for my life instead of just shutting it down. Although I could see the advantages of shutting it down, and I did shut it down for a couple of years. So it was, it just takes that idea out of the equation. But I have no reason not to spend 5 minutes a day. And as long as I don't get infected with the thing that leads to pain. What is that thing? Hope. Yeah. As long as I don't, get too infected with the hope virus, life will be pretty good. So a whole bunch of little victories like this. And here's the most important thing about all that. All right, so even if 5 minutes a day yields absolutely nothing, as far as like meeting another human being and having all sorts of good interactions, at least this will kind of facilitate just being, knowing that I am putting myself out in the world, and knowing that I am like this, putting myself out into different levels of transparency, if you will. And I kind of like being able to walk my talk. So that is that right there. Do I necessarily want videos of me farting on the internet? No, I don't. But if I fart after a workout, I'm human. I'm gonna let it happen. And yes, I am not painfully embarrassed, but I'm definitely not bragging about it. I'm definitely not, whoa! Although it was funny. But yeah, the most important thing is playing with, in this conversation, I guess the capstone to this whole thing is making myself enjoy the workouts is kind of working, especially on the level, like, I've turned down this workout from when I first started it. I've turned down the intensity on it significantly so I can turn up the consistency. Yes, it is only the 4th workout of this type in a week, but I still have tomorrow, I still have Sunday. So it could be 5 in a week of this full body workout, which is really cool. What I would eventually like to do is be able to knock out 7 like it's no problem, and then be up to chapter 2, and really just be good with that. And I think that's entirely within the realm of possibility, especially if every time I keep making mistakes, I change my approach a little bit. Like the approach of being quiet works. The approach of having this conversation during this like semi-stretching period kind of works. So many things kind of work that it's just like, okay, I'm stacking these little solutions, and I'm a big fan of the whole 1%, 4%, 3% solutions all stacking up to be greater than the sum of the parts. And I think that's happening here. The big thing about, or the little aspect of being able to subjectively say, yes, I enjoy this. Like, yes, I'm figuring out ways to enjoy this, to genuinely enjoy this. And sometimes even just saying, I'm enjoying this. Like doing those flies and doing the chest machine, super easy, but like closing my eyes and focusing in and seeing if I can really dial in and feel the muscle and just like, hey, what are you telling me, my friend? Treating my body as a friend that I'm not just gonna beat into shape. I'm gonna gently refine over a long period of time to get it to be as healthy as, you know, hopefully I can get it. So, you know, is it my best effort? In a certain way it is, because doing these things with a lot less intensity is, you know, I don't think I'm going to be injuring myself anytime soon. So I feel that health aspect, and it's getting rid of the hesitation, and getting rid of the hesitation kind of gets rid of the whole like, ugh factor, like, ugh, I have to work out. No, it was like, today I worked out a little bit late because it's like, you know, I got two good things I could do. I could throw a workout, I could organize a few files, and I could go to my dad's. So I organized a few files and went over to my dad's, and that was cool. Then as soon as I came back, workout time. Like, it was just opened up for that, and it was great. So that was a good thing. So very happy about so many things. I'm very happy about the subjective, finding out little ways to make myself actually like this. And this conversation's with you. This is part of it, this stretching sort of. Back to the whole arm stretch thing here. Oh, yeah, it's good. Static arm stretches after a workout. Static stretching in general after a workout. Pretty good. So, I'm going to feel a lot of the good stuff, and maybe even some dynamic in there. Oh, neck, actually, yeah, lower back, neck had some sort of tweak, and shoulder had some sort of tweak. And I think that was part of this chair I was sitting in for too long, and also a little bit of how I slept. So those are two things. And what? You want to pull my finger? What? That wasn't big. All right. Well, are you surprised? Congratulations. You're a Pulitzer Prize winner. Oh, man. Oh, that's a good stretch. Strangely enough, pulling those knees into the chest. I think I'll stretch out my wrists too. Oh, that's some nice stuff. Good stretch on the wrist. Gotta be real gentle with the forward stretch. Gentle forward stretch on the hands and wrists. Gonna do that one at a time. These are not the best stretches in the world, but I like the one where I actually bend the knee to the ground. There's something weird about that. That kind of feels good. And then going back into straighten the leg, back leg out, and kind of getting that little forward and back action there. Gonna do the same thing to actually start out with the Achilles tendon stretch, I guess. Feel the goodness in my back of my calf right there, and then gonna straighten that out. Then I'm gonna go into the whole touch my knee to the ground thing with bent legs. There's something good about that. I think I'm gonna use my chin-up bar as a stretching thing next, and might as well shut down the video too. So it's been good talking with you. Good farting around. Later it shall be.